want you to engage in intimacy first in the garden of your heart, and then I want to take you to the dance floor, because the whole thing of our scroll, an engagement with the DNA of God, is they're linked, and there's a connection there. And so as we go on the dance floor, we can engage with the DNA of God and the light of his presence, and then we can step into the realm of heaven, and we can go and follow that process through to get you authorized on those mountains. Is that right? Okay. Well, if you close your eyes, and we're just going to look at that first love gateway. And that first love gateway, Jesus is behind that first love gateway, and he wants you to open the first love gateway and invite his presence to come. And his presence is his glory. And the glory of his presence will just fill you and surround you. Just feel the heat of that glory, the weight of that glory, the fire of that glory. And let the fire of the glory just engage with your heart. So you open your heart to him. Just let the fire of the glory, as you walk with him into the garden of your heart, and I encourage you in the garden of your heart to feel like a little child, to feel that he's with you, feel the freedom, feel your garden expand and grow. Just feel his presence. And you can lie down in that garden, and as the Lord is your shepherd, he makes you lie down in green pastures beside quiet waters. And just lie in his presence, your head on his lap. Just feel that sense of intimacy. Feel that sense of peace and joy. Just let the garden begin to expand in your imagination, because your garden is so much bigger and contains so much more than you've yet discovered. In my garden, I have planted many trees, I have mountains, there's water and waterfalls, because those are places of intimacy for me. Just grow the secret place in the garden of your own heart, that place where you can draw near, that place where you are close, you share the vulnerable things of your heart, you can be totally honest and open with him there. Just think about how your garden is formed and begin to creatively release the growth of your garden Now Jesus takes you by the hand and he leads you through the veil through the colors and the matrix of your heart onto the dance floor. Just begin to feel the light, the frequencies, the DNA of God as it entwines you out of eternity. As you're connected to his DNA, to the light which carries the record and the frequency of who he is. Just let the light dance around you. Let the colors and the frequency embrace you. Let the 9 strands intertwine with you. So just begin to feel the 3 strands that come from Jesus around you. The strand of the way, the strand of the truth, and the strand of the life. And as they touch you, revelation of the way, truth, life is planted within your DNA. It begins to trigger and transform your DNA. Just feel the strands of DNA from the Holy Spirit, righteousness, peace, and joy. Just feel them intertwine with you, imparting a deeper revelation of righteousness in your heart, who you are as the righteousness of God. Feel the peace touch every atom of your being. Feel the joy explode within your DNA. Now let the strands from the Father entwine around you, dance with you. Justice, judgment, and grace that come out of eternity. Touching you with the attributes of sonship that you need to rule. Justice, judgment, and grace. Let them be imparted into your DNA and begin to transform you. Connecting you to eternity, connecting you to the heavenly realms, connecting you to your destiny. Just let the fruit of the Spirit begin to flow around you. Love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Just sense his pleasure as the light reflecting from who he is touches you, engages you at a deep, deep level. And Jesus takes you by the hand and he leads you up into the open door in the realm of heaven, as you step into the realm of heaven. Breathe in the atmosphere of heaven. Breathe in the glory of heaven. Just sense that place that you're coming home. Now Jesus takes you by the hand and he takes you to the record room where your scrolls are kept, and he walks you to your scroll and engages you with your destiny. Just let the scroll begin to be unfurled before you, and just sense what he wants to show you today of your eternal destiny. Let the longings of your heart, the desires of your heart, the drawings of your heart, connected to that DNA of God, to touch you and change you and transform you. Feel the mandate that you have to rule. The responsibility of lordship that's been invested within your scroll. Now Jesus takes you by the hand and takes you to the court of chancellors. You stand before the bench and you present your scroll. And the chancellors seal your mandate to rule. They authorize you with authority according to the scroll that you presented. And they seal it with the lion and the ox and the eagle. They endue you with authority to possess your mountain throne. Now Jesus takes you into the sphere of your kingdom authority, to your mountain. There, your angel is revealed to you as your advisor on kingdom protocol. Now you take your position with your mandate, and he places upon your head the crown of lordship. Feel the authority that it brings. He places on you the mantle of authority with the color that's linked to your destiny, and he gives you the scepter with the gemstone colored according to your destiny. Begin to look out from that sphere of authority and look for the 7 mountains that you are authorized to rule. Ask him for the revelation of those mountains, their names, their spheres, and begin to view them, see them, look out. Now he gives you weapons according to your destiny to use from your throne of authority, weapons of lordship. Receive those weapons. Now Jesus would take you to the throne room, and you come before the throne of God to cast your crowns before him, to lay down your scepter and your weapons before him in worship, in adoration, before the throne, before the elders, the 4 living creatures, the 7 spirits of God. Just cast your crowns before him. Feel the light of his countenance shining over you, smiling over you. And as you've cast your crown before him, he places 12 crowns upon your head. And releases you to rule on the 7 mountains with the crown of righteousness, the crown of peace, crown of grace. Just feel his pleasure as he invests you with the full authority you need to manifest heaven on earth through your life and around you, the King. Invest you with lordship. Now we can step back into this realm, carrying with us our authority, power, endued with revelation from the very nature of God. Our heart drawn afresh to follow the ancient pathways prepared for us into our destiny.